Good morning, you too. Happy Sunday. You know, I'm going to be celebrating 20 years of selling Final Expense. 20 years. And I started when I was 25 years old, knocking on doors. That was 20 years ago. And some days it's crazy to think about, one, how fast time flies by, but more importantly, I've been able to feed my family over 20 years of selling only one product. I've been able to enjoy the benefits of selling insurance, which comes through the way of residuals. And it's been amazing for years to see those renewals paid month in, month out has really motivated me over all these years to get on here, to get on these platforms. Telesales, something I've been passionate about for over a decade. But I want to share this video with all of you guys that are new to the business. You see a lot of failure rate. And the percentage of people that do have success is real small. So this is my way of doing my part for an industry that's been so good to me over all these years. And, as I'm going through, my marketing and creating, our just ideas, right, for our digital side, I think about how important quality leads are. When I started door knocking, we were working television leads, which was at the highest of the quality. We're working direct mail. And when we, made our direct mail a little bit better in terms of, not just your regular Social Security direct mail piece, we got better results because the quality was better. For a long time, I did flea markets. I did, events, especially in the Hispanic community. I got really good with the TV stations, and they would invite me to all these places. But the point is, over the years, as an agent myself, I've been able to see the quality in leads. And certain leads, the quality is not so good. And how do you know? You go through a bunch of these leads, and people don't know who you are, what you're about. They don't even remember filling out anything. And that hurt us. Quality. Nothing's changed in 20 years, let me tell you. Nothing has changed. Every agent's still going for the best quality lead. They're searching for the best lead, etc. But that's the important thing, leads. When I look at 20 years that I've been doing this now, and I ask myself how I've been able to stay in this business with the ability to still provide for my children, for myself, it's obviously been through having enough people to go and talk to, not just myself, but also my agents that have joined me for the ride over all these years. Leads. And a lot of you guys, this is where you miss it. Yes, selling insurance is important. Yes, knowing how to close is important. But if you're not doing that enough every day, consistently, you really won't have long-term success. So somehow in your mind, you got to get it into your mind early that this is a lead-driven business. And just like what we're doing, right? We're always looking to better our lead quality, better our process. you still got to work on those other parts, selling and closing, but having consistent leads. And I've seen it over and over again that the agents that are in it for a year, 2 years, when they lose out is because they stop working leads. They stop talking to people. They start expanding. Most of the time, it's because they're not making a profit. Again, they don't know how to sell. They don't know how to close. They didn't spend enough time honing in on that, or they didn't factor that in. They didn't factor the fact that, oh, by the way, I don't know how to sell over the telephone, and I can't expect to come out guns blazing. They didn't factor that in, or if they did, it wasn't long enough and they couldn't make it. But the bottom line, you need leads. That's why one of the biggest benefits of Advanced Grow that I've been really promoting is that Advanced Grow is the only digital marketing company out there that will allow you to buy 25 inbounds at a fixed rate with no bidding system, provide you a free CRM in a minimum of 10 states, because everybody else out there requires you to have a major budget, a big group, or you have to bid for the traffic. We have the leads right then and there where you can access at a small scale and really just get to work. But bottom line, you need leads. There's so many options today, right? You can go to Advanced Grow, buy 25 inbounds, connect with people that want to talk to you. You can buy Facebook, you can buy direct mail if they're still existent. You can buy TV to whoever sells it to you. But bottom line, you still need consistent leads. And it's crazy, again, how many of you really don't see the value in that and see how important that is. It's not about, I'm just going to recruit one person, they're going to make me a millionaire. No, you need to be thinking about it with, I got to go out there, sell, I got to go out there and make this work. I got to go out there and find people to present my product to. Relationship marketing works, but only in the right circumstance. I really don't believe in chasing friends and family. But buying leads. And if you're buying leads, there's a variety again of leads. You gotta know how to go out and work those leads. 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. And this has been a consistent truth in my 20 years, whether it was knocking on doors or over the telephones. Leads. Leads. I always had leads and more leads, and always doing my best to perfect our lead system. So let me share with you guys exactly what I'm talking about, lead gen. And I've been involved with creatives in terms of lead generations for over 15 years. In fact, I started with Spanish advertisements, working with TV commercials in Spanish, did very well with that. Worked with direct mail, modified that. And today, here we are, digital marketing at its greatest. Here's an example just of one of our ads that we got running. Let me take that back, that are going to start running this week. 50% of Americans can't arrange $1,000 for an emergency situation from their savings. So imagine if this is the fact for Americans, how are they going to pay for their funeral, right? People calling in. Who will pay for your funeral? Most funeral homes demand upfront payments before delivering the services. Somehow in our community, people feel that the government's going to come in and cover everything. Absolutely not. Regardless if you're low income, middle income, or high income, you got to pay dollar for dollar. Social Security only pays $255 when you pay. The rest is your responsibility. Get your funeral insurance today. No gimmicks, no bait and switch, no free government benefits. No, the opposite. And we have discovered that marketing is changing up, and people, when they get on the phone with us, you'll notice they have a call to action. They are more in tune to talk to you and me about funeral insurance. So that's why I always tell agents, if you can't sell this, which is a inbound lead of somebody that's calling in right now, looking to get a quote for final expense because they don't want to leave their loved ones with a problem, and you can't sell this, you got a major problem, my friend. Big one. And it's probably going to be a sales problem because you can't keep them on the phone long enough to make them a full presentation, or you're great at selling them and talking to them and explaining things, but when it comes to the close, you lose everything because you don't know what to do or what to say. These right here are just advertisements that we're running. This right here is one of my favorite ones. Who will pay for your burial? Whole life insurance. Coverage starts immediately. Claims paid within 24 hours. No medical exams. Policies can start as low as $1.50 a day. And with most carriers today, you can get someone insured with that amount straight up, because the thought process is something is better than nothing. So again, guys, lead quality has always been at the top of our priority list, but the most important thing is having consistent leads. So again, if right now on a Sunday you don't have consistent leads come this week because you're not a part of a big budget, you don't have a big agency that can handle calls, hit up Advanced Grow, hit us up, order 25 of them in the 10 states that we're delivering them. And within 24 hours of you paying for your leads, I encourage you to do the training. But if not, you can start taking calls of leads that are being generated off our ads, of people, once again, looking for a quote for information of burial insurance. 20 years, this has not changed. In fact, the companies that have the most leads, the most consistent leads, the leads that, in fact, the ones that even finance leads are the ones that grow. The agents that have consistent leads every single week of new people to talk to grow. That has never changed. For me, 20 years, not only have I developed leads for me and my agents, but we've kept ahead of it because this is how we have fed our family. You cannot ignore this, and in fact, you should embrace it. So what type of lead source do you currently have right now is the question you need to ask yourself. How much money are you spending a week on your leads is another question. And if it's a zero, that's a big problem. If you don't have a consistent budget, you have a problem. And then going to work. If you do not know how to sell and not know how to close, it's just a waste of your money and a waste of your breath, and you're going to lose. No matter how you look at it, you're going to lose. Either way, in the next few years, as I look at retirement, because hey, 20 years, I'm not going to do this forever, but in the next 5 years, as I look at retiring from selling, from coming on here and doing all this, I want to help as many agents as I can with these points, with leads, with sales training, as well as closing. Because eventually, if you sell enough of these policies, you can retire and enjoy the fruits of your labor that come from residual income. And for everyone out there, you guys all have a number. For some, it could be $2 million a year. $1 million a year, 500,000, whatever that is that you consider retirement. If you sell enough of these and you set it just right, you can retire into the sunset. But the bottom line, you still need leads and you still need sales and closing training. So if you're watching this, give me a call. Be more than happy to help you. And I'll share with you exactly what I've done over all these years that has helped me stay ahead of the game in terms of final expense insurance sales. Peace.